Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack. I'm Bad Mama Jamma, and this is episode 10 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. So, last time we finally made it out of Midgar, which marks probably what many people would refer to as one of the first major keystones of the game. Like, this is, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I only like the game up until you left Midgar. A lot of people say, I enjoy the game more once you get out of Midgar. It's a pretty momentous occasion, because this is where the game starts to get a little bit open world. And, you know, you're still told where you need to go, and in this case, it's this little village Kalm over here, which you can just see on the world map, but, for those of you playing this for the first time, you're definitely going to want to stick around the Midgar area and get into some random battles before you head to Kalm, because there is one enemy who's very, very valuable, who, just sits outside the Midgar area, and it's called Custom Sweeper. It kind of looks like a little mech guy. It's not this guy. This is Robo Motorcycle Man, I don't know, but basically the Custom Sweeper both has a weapon for Barret that you can steal, and it teaches you your first enemy skill, which is not only good to just have so that you can actually use your enemy skill materia, but on top of that, it's going to come in really handy in just a minute well, not a minute, it's going to be a while actually, because we have to do a really long flashback scene in Kalm, but a little bit into, as we progress across this continent, after a little while, that enemy skills are going to come in really handy, and I'll show you guys what is up with that when we get there. That's the grind spot that I've been talking about on and off as we continue this. So, I mean, we're just trying to find it here, but of course I'm never going to argue with a little bit of free XP along the way. So, that guy's poisoned, so we can see if he'll tick to death with poison before... Oh, or Barret will kill him. That's fine, too. That's fine. Okay, so, the other thing is if you are playing this game, you get to this point, you just got out of Midgar, and you want to get to, like, the next, area, before you, like, save and quit and, you know, maybe buckle down for a little while, do not go into Kalm. You can save anywhere on the world map. In Midgar, we had to rely on save points, and that's going to be true of any, like, dungeons or caves or towns that we go into. But on the world map, you can actually save anywhere you want. Make sure you do that before you go into Kalm, because Kalm has no cutscenes, and once you're in Kalm, you have to go through the longest cutscene in the game. Okay, here's Custom Sweeper. You have to go through the longest cutscene in the game before you're allowed to leave. Which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's not that bad. A lot of people complain about this, especially if they've played this game before, but honestly, the game is good enough that I don't care. It's very important to the story. It's going to be interesting. We're finally going to find out who the Sephiroth guy is that we keep hearing about, but this is... Okay, here's Matra Magic. Now, the way you learn enemy skills is you have to be hit by the enemy skill, and there you see Barret did a little spin instead of, like, doing his I took damage animation. Now we know Matra Magic. And it's just non-elemental magic damage across all enemies, but as you can see, it's doing a fair amount of damage to us. And we just got the Atomic Scissors, and there we go. I guess I could have shown you guys Mind Blow right there. Man, we are taking a lot of damage. I could have shown you guys Mind Blow right there, but Mind Blow doesn't deal any damage. That's Barret's second limit break that we earned. Mind Blow just drains the enemy of a lot of MP, which is kind of useful early game. You can actually end up draining some bosses of MP, like a few select bosses who are susceptible to this, who mostly rely on magic attacks. You can drain a lot of their MP, and then they'll be all out of MP and won't be able to cast any magic, and basically won't be a threat to your team. I'm debating using a tent, but I could probably get out of here just fine. Oh, no, there's Kalm. Kalm's right there. Okay, so, like I said before you head into Kalm, make sure you save, because you might not have time to sit through the whole cutscene. It's actually not a cutscene, which is kind of interesting. It's just a very story-based section. It's story time, basically. Story time with Cloud. But you get to play through the story, which is nice. But you only get one chance in the middle of that quote-unquote cutscene to save, so... you know, everybody meets up at the inn, and Cloud can go around and, like, buy stuff if he wants to, but you actually can't leave town at this point until you go in, check into the inn, and tell everyone your story. So quick recap of the story so far. Well, story in recent... we won't start from the beginning, but basically, Sephiroth seems to have murdered President Shinra, but the only person who saw him was Palmer, who we don't know if he's trustworthy or not, but basically... our proof is Sephiroth's sword has pierced the body, was pinning President Shinra's body to his desk, and only Sephiroth can use that sword. The question is, who is Sephiroth? We keep hearing that name all throughout the story. So, Cloud seems to be under the impression that Sephiroth is the real threat to the planet, not Shinra. So let's find out. Let's hear your story. The one about Sephiroth and the crisis facing the planet. Let's hear it all. And now, I'm going to take you way back. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. Call that a friend? Well, war buddies. He's older than me, and he hardly ever talked about himself. ... So I guess you'd call him a war buddy. We trusted each other. Until one day. One day? I said... I'm trying to tell the story, Eris. Shut up. One day. After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. So Cloud's 21. Do the math. Sure is raining hard. Oh, we in the back of the truck. What up? You doing okay, buddy? How you doing? Don't talk to me right now. I'm gonna be sick. I'm alright. Just kidding. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness, you little bitch. Who gets motion sickness? What a punk bitch. Everything okay? Oh, my face. I'm covering it because I'm nervous. Hey. Hey. So there's Sephiroth, everybody. Our first glimpse at Sephiroth. Settle down now. They gave me some new materia. Oh boy, I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. What you saying to me, Sephiroth? Fuck you up. You gonna brief us about this mission? This isn't a typical mission. Good. I want to prove myself to the world because I'm young and eager. I joined Soldier so I could be like you. But by the time I made first class, the war was already over. I didn't get to kill any Asians. It actually was kind of against Asian people. We'll find that out later. It's not really important to the story, don't worry. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission, kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? Thought you wanted a briefing. I kind of just wanted to verbally fillet you for a minute. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures, then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Monsters! So basically, brutal creatures where? Oh, you know, some shithole called Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. That's Cloud's hometown, Nibelheim. Hometown. Oh shit, sir, something strange just crashed into our truck. Motherfucker. That would be our monster. Okay, so one side effect of Mako reactors is that they tend to produce Mako runoff, which can infect the local wildlife and create monsters, such as this dragon. And look, Sephiroth is in our party. Hooray! Ah, Jesus! You killed me! And Sephiroth fucked him up. Oh, he's gonna flamethrower Sephiroth. What's Sephiroth gonna do? Oh, no damage. I'm not controlling him, by the way. Sephiroth cannot be controlled. He acts of his own accord, and he will fuck everybody up. I've been looking for an opportunity to take a drink of this delicious-looking Gatorade, but I just can't find the time to stop talking. Sephiroth's strength is unreal. He is far stronger in reality than any story you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Well, I died, you know. I got knocked the fuck out. And by that, I mean I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. You may have noticed Cloud only had like 150 HP during that cutscene, which is like even less than he starts the game with. So, yeah, he's not very strong compared to Sephiroth, who had like 3,000 HP. And, you know, I think his sword actually, part of his programming says his sword always crits whenever he uses it, which is kind of cool. But this is your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? Yes? So how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? How they doing? How's your mother? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... ... Ha 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 ha. Ho ho ho. What does it matter? I don't give a fuck. I'm Sephiroth. Alright, let's go. So, apparently thinking of his father makes Sephiroth laugh hysterically. It's kind of scary. Psst, keep wandering around here, you'll get in trouble. Shut up, don't tell me what to do. You're a little grunt, I'm a soldier. Bitch. How about you? You're so boring. Oh, sorry. It's so boring being on watch. You want to do what we always do? You know, suck each other off, give each other the Dutch rudder? Shall we practice? The Dutch rudder? Oh, you mean practice my... Yes, I meant practice your pose. That's what I meant. Does someone in Soldier always have to be careful about what other people think? How did it go? Cocky pose. Was it like this? Good job! Cloud's teaching this guy how to pose like an asshole. I don't want to be in Soldier. No, you have to train for Soldier. I have determined. Okay. Time to explore Cloud's hometown. Yo, wait a minute! Barrett's got an interjection. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I pity the fool. I remember Genova. That's a damn headless spook living in the Shinra building, fool! Yep. That's correct. What? That alien headless monster that had escaped. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. God damn shut. Tifa, I was only... I like how Barrett gets so excited that he realizes, like, something in the story that he has to, like, pound his chest. He's like... I don't think he's pounding his chest, but I don't know, that might be what he's doing. I have no idea. It's a reunion of childhood pals. I was really surprised with Tifa. So remember, Cloud left Nibelheim when he was a young kid. Everyone must be staying in their houses, afraid to come out because of the monsters. No, maybe they're afraid of us. They separated when they were children because Cloud left to join Soldier. And he made Tifa promise that if she was ever in trouble, he would come to save her. So, we'll leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. You have something else to say? Yes, you do. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All we need is one lookout, so you others get some rest. Anything else? Anything else? There you go. Oh, that's right. You may visit your family and friends. Thanks! Hey, I heard Sephiroth was coming and I got my camera ready. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. Take my picture, I'm sexy. I don't take pictures with nobodies. Wow, dude. Suck a dick, man. I'm going to my house. This is my house. It has nothing to do with that incident 5 years ago. Cloud's house, Cloud's house. Yo, wait, I want to hear. Me too, it's been a long time, right? Tell us more, fool. Saw your family, right? Okay. I don't know if you could call it a family. My father died when I was still very young. That's why my mom was living alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom, she was a vibrant woman, hadn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. But when I saw her, she looked fine. Well, what happened? I actually like the fact that they flesh out Cloud's family. Like, it's actually pretty frequently that protagonists go without really having their family explained. Cloud? Like, especially in RPGs, I guess. Welcome home, Cloud. Hi, Ma. How you doing? Come, let me take a look at you. You eating? Nah, you ain't eating. They need to feed you better. I'm your mother. Nobody feeds my son well enough. You look so handsome. Oh, let me fuss over you. I like how she kind of has the spiky hair, too. So is this a soldier uniform? Yeah, what the hell would you... Mom. Leave me alone. I just want to sleep, Ma. My, how you've grown. I bet the girls never leave you alone. Yeah, they don't. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in the city. Oh, you don't know the half of it, Mommy. I'd feel a lot better if you just settled down and had a nice girlfriend. I'm all right. God damn. You should have an older girlfriend. One that'll take care of you. I think that would be the perfect type for you. Which, if those who were paying attention, and those of you especially who corrected me when I was wrong about this, should know that Aeris and Tifa are actually both older than Cloud. So, are you eating right? I'm all right. The company takes care of me. The company! In all capitalized letters. Is that so? You can't cook, right? Yeah, rub it in, Ma. I was worried sick about how you were doing. Cloud? You know Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? Apparently Mommy's a talker. I will always be your mother. Yeah, right, I'm getting a new one. I bought a new one in the city. Let's stop this. So, probably dredging up some bad memories for Cloud, because as he said, several days after his visit, she died. So, we'll find out more about that later. Cloud, did you go into my house? Yeah. So this is Tifa's house, actually. He's freshening up. Look at him. He's like, yeah, let me suave out my hair. Let me see how I'm looking. Oh, man, my hair's looking good. Looking sharp. Looking pointy. And this here's Tifa's room. Cloud, did you go into my room? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Received orthopedic underwear. And then I stole your panties. Puts them in his pocket. Cloud! Just kidding. Kidding. Don't get mad. I'm talking about something really important here. Okay, I'm sorry, Tifa. I didn't mean to make you mad. And now here's a pretty fun part. You can play the piano. Did you play my piano? Yeah, jammed on it. I remember. I think, let's see if I can remember how to play it. Let's see. No, hold on. Oh my god, I remembered. And then I think, oh, actually, if you say, yeah, jammed on it, and you say, I forgot how this goes, and it gives you, like, the little key for each of the notes, you go, what was it? Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to remember it. No. Yeah, hold on, I think I got it. Okay, so if you go... And I've heard this melody somewhere before. I managed to play well. That's actually Cloud's theme. And that'll... I honestly don't know what the significance of Cloud playing his own theme is. Cloud's theme is also known as the world map theme, the music that you heard playing while we were on the world map. That's Cloud's theme. And if you play his own theme later on in the game, when we get to Nibelheim in current day, I forget, you have to do it like during a certain time, but it ends up being the way you get one of Tifa's, I think it's how you get her ultimate limit break. Trying to remember. See, all the neighborhood kids know Cloud. Are you gonna kill the monsters? Yeah, I am, bitch. They all remember Cloud. I don't know how they would remember Cloud because he's apparently been gone from here, like... what was it? I guess it would be 2 years difference because he made the promise and said he was leaving for Shinra to join Soldier 7 years ago, and then he said this is 5 years ago, so it's a 2-year difference. Anything over here? Welcome. Hey, aren't you... Oh, she disappeared. Have I come here before? I don't remember.
Now you're pissing me off. This don't matter, so get on with it.
Okay, Barrett, fine. I didn't go in the restaurant. I think it's pretty fun playing the flashback and having other characters like chime in on what you're doing while you're playing it. It's just, I always thought this was a neat little mechanic, a neat way to do it. But anyway.
Is she not here to get rid of the monsters?
And who are you?
I am Zangan. I travel around the world teaching children martial arts. Hoo-yah, jump over your head. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Ah!
Did you just say Tifa?
Tifa has good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. Ah, jump over your head again.
I just got ninja, dude. You're a wacky dude, Zangan. What are you looking at? Not much. Little bitch is what it looks like. Anyway, this scenery. I feel like I know this place. Well, you don't, so... We're short one bed. You can sleep in this chair. Or maybe in this treasure chest. Yep. Let's see. Okay, I think we talked to Sephiroth again. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. You want to share a bed, Sephi? I hired a guide to the Mako Reactor. I've heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. Is it Tifa? Because I get the feeling it's Tifa. I'm sorry, I overslept. It was that one Shinra grunt's fault. His snoring and whining about being locked in the trunk all night made me just, couldn't get a wink. Anyway. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. I can't settle on a voice for Sephiroth. I'm going between, like, just my Cyrus from Pokemon versus, like, I don't know, something smoother. Listen to me, Sephiroth. In case something happens, trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet ya. Tifa, you're the guide? That's right. That's right. Team Rocket. Anyway, I just happen to be the #1 guide in this town. Really? It's too dangerous. I can't involve you in something like this. Shut your mouth. Then there's no problem if you protect her. Little bitch. Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please let me take one picture for a memento. Please, please, please. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Come on, please. Somebody, I'll give you a hand job, Sephiroth, please. He's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to take a picture. I'm Sephiroth. I'm too badass for this. Fine. Cheese. Yay. Great, thank you. Hooray. I got my pizza. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. Hooray. Hooray. Pictures. So yeah, Sephiroth, kind of a big deal. Known as a war hero. Proved himself in the Wutai War. Not sure if it's pronounced Wutai or Wutai. I always said Wutai when I was a kid for some reason. Like I pronounced the A and the I as different syllables. But the cold air of the mountains of Nibel. There's no difference. Also, it could be Nibelheim for all I know. I always said Nibelheim. It just looks like it's a long I sound, but so Mako Reactor all the way up in the Nibelheim Mountains. Got to go inspect that shit. Let's go, Tifa. Also, for some reason in the past, Tifa wears a cowgirl outfit. I never understood the significance of that. The bridge, you fat asses. Oh shit, Tifa, no. Sephiroth, help me. Ah shit, Sephiroth, you're too fat. Shit. And then everyone died, and here we are. Midgar is hell, because we all died. Oh, no. We landed on something that wasn't one of these jagged spikes that seem to make up these mountains. Here comes Sephiroth with Shinra Grunt number 1. Everyone seems to be alright. Can we get back to where we were? These caves are intertwined, just like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth, there seems to be one person missing. It may sound cold, but we've got no time to search for him. We can't go back now, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here. Oh shit. So Shinra Grunt number 2. No! Shinra Grunt number 2. He died when, well, he's presumed to be dead when the bridge collapsed, but there's really nothing we can do about it. He's gone. We'll let the mountain have him. More monsters. Sephiroth just takes care of all these fights for you. I mean, look at Cloud Hunt can't do anything. Actually, we can take a look at Sephiroth's equipment here, which is kind of interesting. Even though we can't control him. So Cloud's level 1, Sephiroth is level 50. Cloud still has his Buster Sword. He's got an Iron Bangle. Wait, why do I have a Power Wrist then? I want a Power Wrist. Come on, man. And a Preemptive. Oh, Preemptive is like... Okay, that's not that useful. But Sephiroth has all this like super awesome magic materia that's all mastered out. And he's got Ice All, Bolt All, and Fire All. Or no, I'm sorry, Quake All. So he can just like wipe out entire groups like very easily. And his weapon is pretty interesting. You can actually see the Masamune Blade, which gives him perfect accuracy. Oh, look at that tough ring, spelled wrong. Perfect accuracy, 99 attack, all that. He's a force to be reckoned with. Perfect critical hits, as I said before, and Masamune, only Sephiroth has the skill to wield the Masamune, which is like I think like an official like documentation. They've actually said that it's supposed to be 6 feet long. It's a 6 foot long katana, so it must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. Oh boy, Mako energy! Hooray! I always said Mako, but I think some people pronounce it Mako. I'm not really sure. I just know Mako is the chick from Pacific Rim. Oh, and Cloud's dead again. No, don't waste time reviving me, Sephiroth. Why would you even bother? War buddies. Sephiroth has my back. They better not have just paralyzed Sephiroth. Look, Sephiroth's running animation. I guess I never really thought about that. Sephiroth, they actually had to make a running animation for Sephiroth that gets to be used like altogether like 0 times. You can get by just fine not ever running away with Sephiroth because he will just destroy every monster you find in this area. But what is this? Is crystal? Can farm? Can make many dollar. And what's this? A Mako fountain. It's a miracle of nature. It's so beautiful. Wow. Don't look at it, Shinra Grunt. You're not important enough. If the Mako reactor continues to suck up the energy, this fountain will dry up too. And already we see your hippie political leanings, Tifa. You eco-terrorist bitch. Obviously, this is long before Tifa joined Avalanche, but... Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to be able to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can use magic too? Is what he said. I accidentally skipped over that too quick. You were in Soldier and didn't even know that? The knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic, or so they say. Magic, a mysterious power. And then everybody's like, wow, Cloud, really? You're gonna say that shit? You fucking idiot. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use an unscientific term such as mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? Hojo of Shinra Inc., an inexperienced man assigned to take over the work of a great scientist. He was a walking mass of complexes. So he was... Are you saying he was complex? So you can't just judge him like that. A Mako fountain, so this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. It's actually a neat little scene that they actually go and explain how materia works. Basically, by equipping materia, as we said before, the ancients who... I don't know, I guess they're almost like super Native Americans. They're very in tune with the planet and were able to call up on the powers of the planet. And because they had that ability to interact with the planet and the elements and call forth the elements, their knowledge is stored in materia, which is born of Mako energy, which is sort of the lifeblood of the planet. So, well, they'll kind of expand on that thought a little bit more, but basically, by using materia, we're able to call on the knowledge of the ancients and utilize the elements of the Earth, of Gaia, as it's actually called in this game, but I don't think they actually ever mentioned the planet's name. They call it Gaia in this, though. Anyway, we finally made it. We sure took the long way, though. Well, yeah, you know, somebody died, so you wait here. I'm going inside, too. I want to see. Nope. You get to stay out here. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. We can't have you stealing our electrical blueprints. Take care of the lady, Shinra Grunt number 1. Actually, maybe he was Shinra Grunt number 2, and Shinra Grunt number 1 died. And upon that, he got promoted. Aw, man. Better take real good care of me then, you motherfucker. Yeah, Shinra Grunt number 1, you better take good care of Tifa. Wait for me. What kind of personnel access is this? This chain bullshit. What is this? Anus? Who built this?
Where are you going?
Oh, Sephiroth's fast. He was there 1 second and then he was just gone. Oh, they're making eggplant. Look at all these eggplants just lined up. This is Genova, right? The lock won't open.
Where's the malfunction?
Peeky peeky. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Make me. Doing my job, doing my duty. Why did it break? Peeky peeky. Take a look and leaky. Now I see, Hojo. But even doing this will never put you... That was kind of a weird place to put a comma. It just totally threw me off. But even doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's further condensed? Materia! Oh yeah, it becomes a materia. Right? Right, normally. But Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. Okay, Sephiroth. I'm sure it's nothing crazy or anything. I mean, it's only like, you know, crazy scientific experiments and all that. I couldn't imagine there being anything bad. And I guess it's probably... Ah! It's a monster. What the fuck? What is this? Normal members of Soldier are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a high degree of Mako, far more than you. Oh, shit. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly, and it's Hojo of Shinra that produced these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Ha! Spelling error, that's not supposed to be an apostrophe right there. Idiot. It's supposed to not be an apostrophe, it's supposed to be a no apostrophe. Nothing. Normal members of Soldier? You mean you're different?
My head. Sudden migraine. These bright lights. No.
Was I? Oh shit, he's got the sword out. Not good.
Was I created this way too?
He's got the sword out, he's going nutso. Am I the same as all these monsters, Sephiroth? Come on now, buddy. You can't hurt it, it's really hard metal. You saw it, all of them were humans. Human? No way! It's tentacle rape monsters, not humans. I've always felt since I was small that I was different from the others, special in some way. But not like this. Well now you done it. You attacked the eggplants and now they're pissed off. Look what you did. Good job, Sephiroth. I hope you're glad. Oh shit. Well, on the plus side, it seems to have hatched prematurely and it's in no shape to actually kill us. That part always creeped me the hell out. So, Shinra's breeding monsters. Am I human? I wasn't quite... sorry. I didn't quite understand what Sephiroth was saying back then. I was even more surprised by the fact that Shinra was producing monsters. God damn, Shinra, you crazy. So basically they've locked human beings inside those Mako pods and had the Mako... They basically just... What's the word I'm looking for? Marinated them in Mako energy until it warped their bodies and turned them into monsters. And soldiers are showered before they, as they enter Soldier, as they are approved, they are showered with Mako energy, which increases their combat abilities, but they're still human. These guys have gone through way, way more and actually became monsters, but anyway.
Damn, Shinra, the more I hear, the more I hate them. Goddamn fools.
Who would have ever thought that a Mako reactor held a secret like that? That would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett?
I don't know, I'm getting kind of bored. Why are you talking to me?
Now, here's what's nice. They know it's a long-ass flashback, so they offer you the opportunity in the middle to save a game and take a rest.
Yeah, maybe so. Want to take a breather here?
So, that's going to be the end of episode 10, guys. Perhaps not totally full of action, but it is really cool getting to see Sephiroth in action and seeing who he is. And in the next episode, we're going to see what exactly is going to link him to all of this. How does he end up being the threat to the planet? We will find out in the next episode. I hope to see you guys there. Goodbye.